island, we really care about our eye color. Well, or actually we don't care about your eye color, but we don't want to know your eye color. If you ever know your eye color, you have to leave the island. There's a boat that leaves every day at noon. There's the boat driver, taking our islanders who have learned their eye color off the island. Okay? So you sort of getting it? Mm-hmm. Okay, so are you all ready to be islanders? Mm-hmm. Yes, do you have a question?
So are you going to pretend that your eye color is different?
Yes, that's exactly right. So that's right. So it's not going to work. You know your eye color now, right? Well, how do you know your eye color?
Because we have mirrors.
Because you have mirrors, yes. And on this island we don't have any mirrors, and nor do you want a mirror, because what happens if you have a mirror?
Well, what about a spoon?
What about a spoon? That's great. So,
we don't have spoons.
So there's lots of problems that this religion causes.
You can't look into their spoons.
Okay.
Or their cereal bowls.
Okay. There are lots of problems.
Wood, everything.
Okay. So the first thing we observed is that right now we have pretend eye color, and you don't know what your eye color is.
And we're trying to stay on the island?
Yes.
Why would you want to
Island is a great
leave?
place to be.
I was asking.
Okay. All right, so let's just make sure we're in the spirit of this thing. Kim, what color are your eyes?
Brown.
Okay, wrong. Wrong. What'd she just do? No, she lied. Yeah, we don't lie on this island. Okay. All right, let's try again. Haley, what color are your eyes? That's great. Okay, did everyone hear her answer? Okay, she doesn't know what color her eyes are. Okay, none of you do. Okay? All right, I'm just trying to get us warmed up. Okay. Alyssa, what color are my eyes? Okay, that's a good answer. Why is that a good answer? Daniel.
If she told you what the eye color will be, then you'll be off the island.
That's right. You don't want to tell people what their eye colors are. Okay? So, Natalie, what color are my eyes? I don't know. All right? It's probably, that's a little bit of a lie. She does know, right? So that's probably not quite the right answer. What would be a good answer?
I don't want to tell you.
I'm not telling you. Okay? Now, in fact, it's so serious that we probably don't ask.
Yeah, we don't talk.
You don't even want to ask somebody and make that a possibility, right? Okay. You guys all have the setup. Are we ready to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Islanders are coming up here, and we're going to give you an eye color. So come on up, come on up.
You're
And
an
just
island.
don't get on the island.
Come on, Casey, come on here. Be an islander.
Now, as an islander, this is perfect. So as an islander, we need to make sure you can see everybody else. So what we're going to do, you're going to get an eye color. It's actually either going to be blue or this is brown. Okay, well, okay,
What's yellow?
Okay.
Let's just say
They didn't have brown stickers.
So I'm guessing yellow is what, gray?
No, we're only going to do the blue colors and the red colors, and you're going to look at everybody else's color. You're not going to tell anybody what they have, but you're going to look at their eye color so you can see everybody else's.
So we're all going to close our eyes and put them.
That's right. You don't want to see what color you get. So what are we doing?
I know.
please come on up here. Please come on up, join us.
Why don't you put a chair over there?
There's an eyeball.
Okay, so now
Eyeball. Someone's eyeball's on the floor. Not protecting Lost Island.
Everyone close your eyes.
You'll catch on and we'll just play along. Okay?
Close your eyes.
Yes, you should close your eyes.
Just a chair.
Put it on your forehead.
how to do this? Did you read the abstract?
Can I look now?
Wow.
You can open it. Once you have yours, you can look. Okay.
We have to read how to use it.
Okay. So let's go
So
through
there's
this.
only two, right?
To what?
Wait, what are you doing? What color are my eyes?
I don't want to tell you.
That's right. You don't want to say anything about eyes.
Okay. Yes,
Because you both want supposed to go for truth.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, so you Islanders, stop talking about your eyes. All right. So let me go through the setup again. You're allowed. You look around. You can see everybody's eye color around, right? Marie, can you see everybody's eye color? Sabrina, can you see everybody's eye color?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. And of course, this is the eye. These are. You don't see these people.
These are trees.
Okay. Now here's what happens. One day, well, just to make sure Sabrina's on board, if you find out your eye color, you have to leave the island. And it's not a guess. You're not guessing. You have to know that your eye color, and you know everybody tells the truth, you have to know that your eye color is that color for you to leave. Okay. All right. One day, a foreigner comes to your island. I'm the foreigner. Okay? A foreigner comes to the island, and I'm going to give a nice speech. You ready for my speech? Hello, Islanders. It is so nice to be here today on your island. I love your island. I would never want to leave this island if I were you. It is awesome here. And it is so nice to be here and see somebody with blue eyes. At least one person with blue eyes. It's so nice to see that. Okay, that's my speech. Okay. Yeah. Well, there was more, but I cut it short. Okay. So what did you find out from my speech? Daniel?
There's more than one person with blue eyes.
Well, so you found out that there is at least one person with blue eyes. Yes, Sabrina?
You also found out that if everybody else, if you can't see anybody who has blue eyes, you have blue eyes.
Oh, okay, so that's good. So, so that I want to hang tight on that. So here we go. All right. So the speech is over. Yes. So
Should we look at the person with blue eyes or just
okay. Remember. Actually, as Islanders, you are actually horrified that this foreigner came in and talked about eye color, right? Because you don't do that, right? That's your religion, is you don't talk about your eye color. So the first thing you should do is say, yeah, just like this. Okay. All right. But you probably don't want to say anything or look at anybody or anything like that. So here's what happens: is the boat is it's time to decide if you're getting on the boat. Now you have to decide whether you're getting on the boat right now. I'm not telling you to get on the boat or not get on the boat. I'm telling you have to decide if you know your eye color.
I know mine.
Okay, so here's. Okay, so what color is yours? Why? No, he said there's one or more, so it could be one. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So boat. And anybody going to the boat? Go to the boat. It's time to go to the boat.
Here.
Anybody going to the boat? Anybody know their eye color?
You know it for sure today? Guess I'll have to go
Do you know
on.
your eye color? Do you know your eye color?
Yeah?
So how many? So let's see. Yeah. So Sabrina.
Unless I'm not understanding this correctly.
So Sabrina, tell us your argument.
Well, if everybody else has brown eyes, then you have blue eyes.
So let's talk about this. Katie, how many brown eyes do you see?
I don't want to tell you.
Okay, so that's very good.
I'm not supposed to reveal anybody else's eye color. This is.
On my head.
So okay, so hold
Sorry,
on, hold on.
whispering to you?
Yeah. Let's talk real quick. So how many do you have?
How many do I?
How many blue eyes?
Blue eyes?
Let's talk a little faster. Okay, so how many? So the ones you said, there's some
There is,
blue eyes.
and we're the only people.
You have no temple.
Okay.
What does that mean about you?
That means.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's try this again.
Apparently I'm not very good at this game.
It's okay. No, you got it. You got it.
Okay.
That's all good. So the boat is leaving, and anybody who's going to go on the boat has to go now. Everybody say goodbye, cry, say your tears. You're not going to All right. Okay. So let's talk about what that meant. So why did she leave? Yeah, go ahead, Emily. Why did she leave? She knew that her eye color was blue. How did she know her eye color was blue? Natalie. She's with that what? Okay, so what do you think she saw? So you all know that she has blue eyes because you saw her blue, right?
Yeah.
But what did she see? She saw all red.
Brown.
Okay, she saw all brown, and so she said, well, and so therefore, she had to be blue because somebody had blue eyes. It had to be her, right? Yeah, Daniel.
And that gives off everybody else.
Oh, that's very good. So, okay, hold on a second. Okay, so now it's the next day, and the boat is leaving. Everybody who knows their eye color has to leave now.
There's nobody on the island.
Okay. So notice who's left on the island.
Nobody. You.
The foreigner. Right?
That was their plan all along.
Okay. All right. So that's. Do you all understand why? Where'd Katie go? Why Katie had to leave the first day?
Because all of us have brown.
Okay. All right. Let's try again. Take off your eyes.
Thank goodness.
But how did all of you guys know that you had?
Oh, good,
How did
yes.
you guys all know you had brown the next day?
Because we knew how she figured it out meant that all of us had brown eyes.
How did you explain that?
Because she had to because she knew that no one else had blue eyes, so it has to be her. So that means nobody else had blue eyes.
Everyone else.
Because she figured out that she was the only one, right?
Yeah.
It's disgusting holding up a two eyeballs.
One person.
Yeah, but if she wouldn't know for sure if there was
Maria, do
another.
that argument with everybody. Make sure everybody understands that.
Okay, do you guys all understand how they could figure out that they left, that they had brown eyes? So you don't want me to repeat the argument?
Well,
You guys get it? Did you guys get it, all of you?
So why did everybody leave?
Yes.
Have one of them.
Go ahead.
So he said that at least one of you have blue eyes, and she saw that everybody else had red eyes, so she had to go to the boat.
Right. But then the next day you left. How did you know you didn't have blue eyes also?
Well, if she knew that, if she left because she knew that she was the only one with blue eyes, then everybody else knew that they're the one with red, so they have to leave.
So you used that, you figured it out because you knew how she figured it out, right? It wasn't just that everybody else has a different eye color necessarily.
Have a seat. You're welcome to the island. We have a new islander on our island, everybody.
Welcome! Welcome to the world.
Okay, we're ready.
Welcome to the world.
Okay.
I thought there were more islanders than just the ones that are sitting here. So I thought it was a trick, and then I had one. Yeah, like the foreigners.
Brown eyes. The foreigners behind the desk. Foreigners!
We have eyes.
Let's try to go brown.
Okay.
Everyone close your eyes.
You'll catch on really quick.
That's how I felt.
Okay. Close your eyes. You're going to get an eye closure.
Close your eyes.
We're still getting 5 seconds.
We know.
So you're just supposed to assume that means one.
Was Katie the one recording? No, okay. I don't know if I got the biggest head. That's funny.
Okay.
Marie,
Okay.
you can open your eyes, you know.
Okay, yes, you can open your eyes. Okay. And let's make sure, let me go through it again. We have, just so our new islander is really, she knows, she should already know that she doesn't want to leave the island. Right? You leave the island if you know your eye color. If you can logically figure out, not a guess, you have to logically know your eye color. So you can look around, you can count how many people have blue eyes, and you can count how many people have reddish, brownish eyes. Okay.
And don't tell each other,
Then
otherwise
you
you
don't
have to
talk,
leave right away.
you don't talk about your eye color. Okay. You ready?
Is the board on the speech?
Yeah, it's one of the same things happening.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Hey, Islanders, blah, 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 blah. It's nice to see somebody in this part of the world with blue eyes. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, you guys were supposed to go. Okay? Now, you have to decide if you know your eye color. Right? So what the foreigner came and he told you that there is at least one person, maybe one, maybe more, maybe all of you have blue eyes. At least one of you has blue eyes. Okay, so you have to decide if you're going to leave the island. So, so we're gonna
Boat's here.
We're gonna
Do I have
talk
any
to you guys
passengers?
a little bit about this. Let's talk to them, ask them if they know if they're staying or leaving, and
Okay, so wait, decide.
no, you can't. That's cheating.
But by being able to know for sure, so you don't know for sure, so you have to stay.
You don't know.
How did we know? How did we know last time? Everyone else was used to it. So are they looking around?
Yes, but do you see the lines? So it can be either way. So I see it.
If it was just one person, if you look around, so there's just one color, so then you would know if everything else is right. If you don't see that, then I'm sure.
Okay.
I don't know what I was.
Okay.
I know what's gonna happen after it.
Okay. Are you guys ready, Maria?
Good, yep.
Okay. The boat. You have to decide if you're getting off the boat. Does everybody know what they're doing? Okay.
Boat's
Okay.
here.
There's the boat. Who's going to the boat? Okay.
No
Nobody got
passengers
off the
yet?
island this time. Okay. The boat left.
Bye.
All right. All right, that's good, right? That's great news because the foreigner didn't ruin anything and none of you had to say goodbye to your best friends. Okay, day 2 comes. The boat's here. And remember, the foreigner said at least one of you has blue eyes. So now you have to decide if you're leaving the island today. So we're going to, hold on. We're going to go around and check and see.
So wait, what do we know? The fact that nobody left the first day tells us what? Could there be just one blue person? There's at least 2. And if you only see one, yeah. Okay, but we're gonna just wait one second.
Okay, I think we're good. All right, the boat is here. People with blue eyes, no, people that know their eye color, go to the boat. Okay, interesting. Interesting. All right, but how come you guys aren't crying? Cry? Okay. Okay. All right, see you guys later. Okay, that was awfully sad. The worst part, though, well, okay, so they're gone. Now it's day 3. The boat's back. No, hold on. You have to decide. So this is important, is that you have to make your decision before you see what other people do. So you have to decide if you're staying on the island because you don't know your eye color, or if you're leaving because you do. Okay.
So wait.
Why
Why couldn't there be another person?
So what is the possibility?
Is they?
Why did they leave?
You don't see any.
I know my color.
You know your color.
Wait a little bit. Just wait a second.
Okay, we need an explanation. I'm sorry. We have people calling on the telephone to wherever you went. So get on the video conference here. Okay, we want to hear from you why you guys left.
Okay.
So let's hear. How did you know that?
The first time I saw her with the blue,
And we thought we
thought that each other would leave.
Okay, so tell these guys. So hold on. So what did you see when you looked at? I'm sorry. We're going to talk. I'm really sorry. We're going to talk about eye color.
The first time I saw her with blue, so I was expecting her to leave on the first
I see. So wait, hold on, Alyssa. So wait, Alyssa just said on the first day she was expecting Natalie to leave the island. Why would she expect Natalie to leave the island on the first day? Why did she expect you to leave it? Because she had a blue eye, and because no one else. She saw no other blue eye. But Natalie, what were you expecting to happen? You were expecting Alyssa to leave on the first day, right? What were you guys expecting? You were expecting both of them to leave, but
no one to leave. You were expecting them to leave the second day.
They wanted none. And because I found out I was blue on the second day, because if she can leave, then I have to be blue also, because there was no one else.
and then okay, so on the first day they each expected the other one to leave, right? Does everybody understand that? Okay, on the second day, they figured the only reason that. So Alyssa figured the only reason Natalie did not leave is because she must be blue-eyed too, and Natalie was expecting Alyssa to leave, right? And vice versa. Okay, does that reasoning make sense? Okay, let me ask you that. If you guys still haven't looked at your own eye color, right?
Right.
Yeah.
If you had blue eyes, would they have left the island?
No.
No, right? So what color is your eyes? Yes. So boat is here for the next day. Where are you guys going?
It's coming in pretty good. We should have a next time it's going to be.
Okay, we'll do this next time. Yeah, we're going to do another one.
Yeah, he's trying to do the island part. Sam.
Okay. All right, come back. Give us your eyes.
No! You always just want our eyes. Now they're blind. Give us your eyes, guys.
Next time, we should do our best to get our ears with cotton.
Okay. All right.
That's the weirdest thing ever. Good idea. Close your eyes, cover your ears, and yell really loudly. It's time to get up here.
those? You don't see what I'm putting in. You don't have eyes.
It just feels so weird to have this sticky dot on your head. I said putting the sticker on you. I need a dot.
Do you have it? Yes, you do have a dot.
This is wacky. I feel like around and I have this sticky thing on my head.
Well, your hair color covers it, so it's hard to see it.
Are we good? Are we good?
I have no idea.
Okay. All right. Let's welcome our new person to the island.
Wow.
Now, here's the way it works. When you learn your eye color, you leave the island. Okay? And so you don't tell anybody their eye color, and all you know is that you look out here and you see people with funny eyes.
It's also an island of Cyclops.
Okay. All right. Do I need to do the whole hullabaloo? The foreigner comes, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
It is so nice. It is so nice to see somebody with blue eyes in this area of the world. Okay. All right. Goofiness is over. All right. So now we need to decide. Now we need to decide what we're going to do.
What?
Do we leave the island? Do you know your eye color? So let's just recap. You can count how many people have blue eyes. You don't know. So let's just back up and do a little math here. What if I counted and saw 4 people with blue eyes, for example?
Pretend or real?
No, this is pretend. So what if I look out and I count 4 people with blue eyes? How many people could have blue eyes?
5.
So there could be 4 or there could be 5 people with blue eyes, right? Because you can't see your own. Does everybody understand that? Okay. All right. So if I looked out and I saw 10 people with blue eyes, there could be how many people with blue eyes?
She was going.
So if I saw 10 people with blue eyes, how many people could have blue eyes? 10 or 11. Okay. All right. Are you ready? Ready? Okay. Does everybody know if they're leaving the island or not? Do you know what you're doing?
Hi. Welcome aboard.
The boat's here. Do you know if you're leaving or not?
No passengers?
No.
You're not leaving, or you know that you're not leaving, or you know that you know what you're doing. Does everybody know what they're doing?
Maybe we're trapped on the island until we figure out our eye color. So it's a good thing if we know our eye color.
Well.
I don't want to be trapped on this island.
Yeah. So.
I'll be free.
Okay. So vote is here. Day 1. Day 1. Vote is here. It's time to decide if you're going. If you're going, go get on the boat.
Do I have any passengers?
Okay.
No passengers.
Boat left.
Bye.
Boat left. Okay. Day 2 is here. The boat is coming again, and we have to decide whether you're leaving on day 2. So what do we know? We know that nobody left on day 1, right? And we also know, because the foreigner was so awful, we also know that somebody has blue eyes. At least one of you. Okay, so let's decide if you're going on day 2. Do you know if you're going or staying? Do you know if you're going or staying?
Could be that there's another person with blue eyes. Since we know that there's
Let's go through it again. If there's one person with blue eyes.
Yes.
It's a bad thing because you have to go on the ship.
Let's talk this through again. If there's one person with blue eyes, when should they leave? No, it's day 2. When should they leave? When there was one person with blue eyes, when did they leave?
The
The first day, right? Okay. When there were 2 people with blue eyes,
Second day.
when those 2 people figured out their eye color on the second day, right? Okay.
So is it?
So if there's 3 people with blue eyes, when do you expect them to leave?
Third day.
Oh, that's interesting. What day are we now?
The second day.
The second day.
We don't know
So
how many people have blue eyes.
we don't know how many people have blue eyes. That's right. That's right.
Except for you.
That's true.
They used to tell the foreigners.
Okay, so it's day 2. It's day 2.
Do I have any
It's
passengers?
day 2. Are there any passengers? Anybody to get on the boat?
Their eyes are brown.
Yeah, your eyes are brown.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a passenger?
On day 2, we have a passenger.
Any other passengers?
Can I see what my eye color is?
No.
No?
Well, you must.
Okay.
If you went.
Yes. Yes. Well, that's interesting, Irina. So she says you must know. Do you know your eye color?
Yes.
Why do you need to look at it?
Because I'm going to take this thing off my forehead.
That's not a good enough reason.
Okay, hold on a second. Go do your Islander stuff. Here, come here.
I'm gonna put a stage. If she knows her eye color. She knows it. No.
Go take it off.
So I have 2 passengers in this one.
I go, I
That's an interesting idea. So, I'm not sure what to do about this one.
She's good.
Yeah. Okay, so, okay, good. Let's get your explanation. Everybody sit back down. Let everybody sit back down. We're going to hear the explanation. So sit back down.
I know.
Okay. All right. So we have a person sitting on the ship.
And this is day 2.
This is day 2. This is day 2. She's sitting on the ship, and she says she knows her eye color. Let's hear what let's hear.
So I see Maria and Annie, and they have blue eyes. What?
Okay. So she just committed a big faux pas. That's fine. Let's go into math. Let's go into logic
They're
now.
looking at each other. They're looking at each other. That's why she was staring at me. And they think that, I guess they're expecting each other to leave because they see a person with blue eyes sitting in front of them. So since they're expecting each other to leave, that leads me to think that I have a brown eye.
Interesting, huh? Interesting.
Why would they be expecting each other to leave?
Because I think they see that they each see only one person with blue eyes.
Well, actually 2 because
Each of you guys see one other person with blue eyes, which means that they're thinking, you should leave now, you're the only person with blue eyes. So that's why I think I have brown eyes.
Okay. What do you guys think? Sit back down for a second. So this is a really interesting argument. So what do you guys think? Right?
Well, since the second day, both of them didn't realize that the other person like one of them didn't get off.
Right.
So that doesn't mean there's another person that
So
has
the second day came and nobody got on the boat. We all agree that that's what happened? Is that what happened?
No, the first day, nobody got on the boat. This is the
This is the second day. The first day, nobody got on the boat. The second day came, and it was time to climb on the boat, and these 2 people who have already been pointed out with blue eyes did not get on the boat, right? Marie, why didn't you get on the boat a minute ago?
Well, first, after Eva got off, and then if Annie was seeing everybody with red eyes, then she would have got off already. So then I knew that I had blue eyes because she was waiting for me to get off. Otherwise, she would see everybody with red eyes and get off right away.
On the first day.
On the first day.
No, after Eva.
on the second.
Okay.
That was kind of the same thing for me. So if she saw everyone doing, I probably would.
Okay, so I think it's time, you can look at your eye color now.
Now everybody has to go to that.
Well, I saw Alyssa at the beginning. She laughed at me, and I was like,
Before we even see this, because because she said only her and her. I was
already knew about her.
Okay,
I knew because on the second day they looked. On the second day they looked at each other, and both of them got up. So that must have meant there's another person that had a blue eye, or else both of them would have gotten up and realized.
Okay, so let's make sure we agree on this. This last time,
everybody has to go.
this last time there was a small mistake made, right? And all three of these, when do you think these blue-eyed people should have left? On the third day. Do you agree?
yeah.
Does everybody agree they should have left on the third day?
Yep.
Okay. So here's my question to you. Before this nasty foreigner came,
Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror.
before the nasty foreigner came,
Yeah.
you all looked around. Did you all see people with blue eyes?
Yeah.
Did you see, Sabrina, did you see somebody with blue eyes?
Yeah.
So did you see someone with blue eyes? Just this last time.
Everyone did.
Did you see someone with blue eyes?
Yes.
Everyone saw somebody with.
Everybody saw someone with blue eyes. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Everybody saw someone with blue eyes.
Yeah.
Yes? What did this nasty foreigner do that was so bad? He said that he saw someone with blue eyes. Everybody saw someone with blue eyes. I didn't give you any extra information.
Wait, no.
What, Emily?
You made us start to actually think about it.
So it made you start thinking about it, Daniel?
You talked about it.
I talked about it. That's true. You guys weren't supposed to talk about it, Sabrina.
Well, when the boat came, everyone thought that the people who didn't see anybody with brown eyes would get off, but nobody got on, but nobody did. So that means that everybody saw people with blue eyes. So then the next day, it sort of went on like that.
Right.
And then
But what I'm saying is did the foreigner give you any information that you didn't have before?
No.
Yeah, well, no. But he gave us information because of how people reacted to it.
So there was something different that happened. I agree. Should we do it again? Yeah. You ready to do it again?
Yeah.
Okay. Turn in your eyes. No. Okay. You want to be a watcher? You can be a watcher if you want.
Now we're officially blind.
Yeah, we were blind. At some point, can we get a larger range of eye colors?
Can I have a
Yeah, I want a yellow. Yellow? Red.
and green will be fun.
Do you want to play? Are you sure? I didn't understand it. I saw that it's all blue, but I didn't understand the
Katie, we can check something.
What?
Check one out.
What other one?
Next time the foreigner comes, we have to plug our ears with top in and hold the mirror up to him. And then come over, I come and ask him.
There's a whole bunch of things.
Okay, close your eyes.
We have to make sure we tell him what his eye color is.
There are.
We only need one.
I'm tying my shoes.
Thrown out, so you might as well.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
You ready?
What happened? What? Oh no!
Hey, we do not talk about eye color on this island. We do not talk about eye color.
Hey, it's a regular day at the island.
What color? Wait, what eye color is yellow?
Jasper, can you want color this one?
The eye color yellow is green.
But green is already.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we know.
Okay.
So wait, what are the colors?
Oh, wait.
We're not talking about it.
I want to remind you that you are very devout island religioners, and you do not talk about your eye color. Okay? All right. All right, so here's the thing. But I had something I was going to say. I can't remember. So you can look around. Now, I just want to remind you. See, I'm a foreigner. I'm allowed to talk about eye color. You guys can't. I want to remind you that if you see 7 blue eyes, that means there are either 7 blue eyes or there's 8 blue eyes because you're one of them, right? Okay? Okay.
You again? How many times do you have to come here?
I just want to remind you that I do not tell you anything you don't already know.
How do you find us every time? We just got to
Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have your count? Do you have your count? Your count? Well, that's a great question. I'm going to make it. In just a second. I'm going to make a statement about blue eyes. So you should get a count of blue eyes. Okay. Don't point. Count.
Don't point.
Guys, just so let's see this.
Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It's nice to see you, Islanders. I love you guys. I love your island. And it's nice to see someone with blue eyes. Okay, there's my speaker. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Day 1. Does anybody get on the boat? Day 1. Okay, and remember, you have to decide. Okay. All right. Day 1 is over.
You're working with the boat.
Yeah, it's true.
You have a plan.
Okay, day one left, and nobody left. Now I just want to do some commentary. Okay, so chill out with the goofy stuff for just a second. Okay, so remember, if there was only one person with blue eyes, that person would leave on day 1. Okay. All right. Now back to island stuff. Day 2 is coming. You have to decide if you're going to get on the boat. Day 2 is coming. Okay, time to get on the boat. Does anybody get on the boat? It's day 2. Now remember, I'm sorry, let's go back into math mode for just a second. Remember what we discovered already. On day 2, what set situation did Islanders leave on day 2?
2.
When there was exactly 2 people, right? And so if you only saw one person, that meant you were blue-eyed too, right? Okay. All right, day 3 is coming. Day 3 is coming. It's time to decide if you're going to get on the boat on day 3. Day 3 is here. Does anybody get on the boat? Day 3.
No.
Yeah, I have passengers.
Okay, come tell me why. Come tell me why. No, come tell me, not these guys. So your choices. Maybe you're you have that one over there?
Well, that's still harder.
So we're going on day 3. So we know there's not one subclass.
Get on the side color.
Do you know what your eye color is?
No, not that you know about.
You know what yours is?
So do you know?
just a guess, right?
Okay. Okay, let me go through what we know again really quickly. It's the beginning of day 3 to get on the boat. And we know, because nobody left on the first day, that there is not exactly one person with blue eyes. There has to be more, but we know there's not exactly one. Nobody left on the second day, so we know that there's not exactly 2 people with blue eyes. And it is now the third day. And let me remind you, I'm sorry to do this to you guys, but we have green stickers too.
Did you put them? I don't think so, just because the stacks is full.
Now go look at the other one.
We have lots of stacks.
Hey, no, I didn't. When I said go look at it, I didn't really mean go look at it.
No, I'm getting on the boat.
Okay, you're getting on the boat?
You only get on the boat if you know. So it's day 3. Does anybody get on the boat? It's day 3. Now, who do we expect to get on the boat on day 3? Who do we expect?
The people with
So no.
the people with blue eyes.
If you expect, if there is exactly 3 people with blue eyes, we would expect those people to get on the boat on day 3. Okay. All right. Day 3, nobody got on. Boat left.
Bye.
Okay. Now it's getting time for day 4. Okay. It is serious.
This is hard. Do you think
You don't know the column? You don't know? How about you?
But he could. That's not really. He couldn't just say. Maybe he's being you have to be able to like so that's good thinking. That's good smart thinking. That's not like trying to outsmart you. That's not it's good thinking.
Maybe. So I need you to know for sure that it's not green or yellow or red. Not your best bet.
Because he reminded me that there was so 100% certain
I haven't heard.
You want maybe that?
Somebody might go
Alright, so what do you think? Do you know? You just think 99%.
So we have to
Okay, get your count and I'll come back to you.
Do you know that for sure? Do you know that for sure?
Do you know your Okay. Are we ready?
It's the fourth day.
It is the 4th day.
All right, let's go. So what day are we on? Okay, so it's 4th day. And so let me just remind you that on the 4th day, you would expect, how many people do you expect to get on the boat on the 4th day? You would expect 4 people to get on the boat if there were exactly 4 blue eyes.
Or 4 brown. Okay.
Well, let's talk about that 4 brown eye question. That's a great question. So, did the foreigner say anything about brown eyes?
No.
No. Okay. So, on day 1, And if you had brown eyes, would you have gotten on the boat?
No.
If you had green eyes, would you have gotten on the boat?
Nobody would.
No, because the foreigner said nothing about green eyes, did he? Okay, the math guy who's just talking off the record said something that maybe there's green eyes, right? Okay, that's right. So actually, this whole exercise is an exercise in what we know and what we don't know. So.
And we have a series of stuff that we can't talk about and can talk about.
Yes, and that's an important fact too, about what you can talk about and what you can't talk about. And the minute I say that there's somebody with blue eyes, that changes the whole dynamic of what we know, right? Okay, so it's the 4th day, and we expect, so that there's an issue with the brown eyes. Let's ignore that for a few minutes. So, hold on just a second. So, on the 4th day, we would expect 4 people with all blue eyes and everybody with all 4 people with blue eyes to leave the island, right? Okay, hold on a second. Okay, so you're doing some counting, I'm guessing, about how much the distribution is, right? Okay, I think, hang tight on that. Okay, and when we ran this morning, well, I'll tell you that in a minute. 4th day, anybody who's getting on the boat?
Do I have any passengers?
Oh my goodness, nobody got on the boat on the 4th day. Okay, 5th day is coming. 5th day. You have to decide if you're getting on the boat. Get on the boat if you're getting on the boat.
I feel like it.
Okay. That's interesting.
It's the 5th day, right?
It's the 5th
Today's
day.
the 5th day.
How many people do we expect to get on the boat on the 5th day? 5. And who do we expect to get on the boat on the 5th day?
5.
Who? Natalie, who do you? 5 people with blue eyes. Okay, let's talk about this.
Oh, I miscounted, sorry. Miscounted.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Miscounted.
Wait, no. Just still go back. If you think you should be on the boat,
If you're on the boat.
Well, okay. So let's talk about it again. So, what did we expect to happen on the 5th day?
5 people.
We expected 5 blue people to get on the boat, right?
Do we have 5 blue?
Okay.
Do I have 5 blue? I only have 4 passengers. A minute ago I had 6.
Okay, so that's interesting because we expected, if there was exactly 4, we expected them to get on the boat on the 4th day, right? Does anybody else think they should be on the boat? Okay, how many blue eyes do you count? 4. So today we're expecting 5 people to get up there. How many blue eyes do you count, Natalie? 5. You count 5 blue eyes. Kim, how many blue eyes do you count? 5. Very good. Okay. Now there's an interesting twist today. They're all gone, right? No, not yet. They're all gone.
Now we know we don't have blue eyes.
Well, now you know. So now you know. What do you know, Sabrina? You don't have blue eyes.
I know already.
Now remember, when we ran this before on the next day, everybody else left. Okay? So, let me ask you this. They're all gone. You guys know your eye colors. It's day 6. It's day 6. Do you know your eye colors?
We're leaving. Bye.
Okay, so what do you think your eye color might be? Or?
No crying.
He's your brother.
So there's
Green.
no crying.
Alyssa, what do you think your eye color might be?
I think I know.
You think you might be green. Okay, Sabrina, what do you think?
I might.
Probably yellow.
Probably yellow.
I might.
Okay, so nobody knows their eye color is left, so you're not going to leave the island now, right?
No, I don't.
Okay? All right, come on back to the island.
Yellow.
I'm back.
All right. Yes, look at your sticker.
Everyone? Yes!
What a surprise. Not what you thought.
I wasn't red.
I never knew that.
Exactly.
I was
I thought it was either brown or yellow.
All right.
I guess they used my law.
I thought it was either brown or yellow. Oh, wait, that explains you. When I was looking at my watch, it saw red.
Oh, really?
Oh, I didn't know it was
Okay. Okay. Let me ask. I have another question for you guys. Okay. I have another question for you. Yeah, those are souvenirs. Okay.
Can we keep that?
Yes.
Can I realize that?
In fact, I'll give you another one if you want. Okay. So let me ask you this question. Let's say there was an island with 1,000 islanders, and 100 of them had blue eyes. 100 blue-eyed people on the island, and 1,000 total. What would you expect to happen in that case? No one to leave? So what would you expect, Natalie? You'd expect on the 100th day? Well, okay, so that's a good point, is that it's hard to keep track of this stuff.
It's true. When the nasty foreigner is asleep, somehow a new eye grows on him, and then he becomes a blue eye.
Okay, so let's talk about this nasty foreigner too for a second. So if there were 100 people with blue eyes, it sounds like they should all leave on the 100th day. Okay, so let's talk about this nasty foreigner.
That's too slow.
Maybe he's not so nasty after all. Maybe after the first day he realizes what he did. And he says, oh my gosh, I just realized I made the worst mistake ever. I started a catastrophe on this island. What can the islander say to fix his problem? So we have a few minutes. I want you to get in groups of 3. And I want you to figure out some things the islander could say.
The foreigner.
Yeah, that's right. The foreigner could say to fix the problem that he created. Do you understand what I'm asking you to do? Is there anything? Maybe there's nothing. No, we want to do ideas. Okay? So, okay, 4. You're a group of 4. You're a group of 4 too. Okay.
The foreigner can say that. He could just admit his mistake and ask for forgiveness and not try to fix it.
No, let's try to fix this. People say like, pretend I never said something. I just came onto the island and my mouth was so and I did nothing.
How bad can say, oh darn, the light makes it look everything looks so different.
Oh, there you go.
Well, let me.
You think that would work?
The fact is that this is a real math problem. There's no answer.
So like he was mistaking their eye color?
Yeah.
But he's not really sure he saw someone with blue eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. You guys talk.
I didn't see properly.
What are you guys?
Try to convince each other.
Don't we tell them what the possible eye colors are?
I mean, it's exactly 100. Maybe it'll help. Maybe it'll help.
So if he says there's exactly 100,
Well, then it's easy.
then they all leave that. Then they all leave that day, right? So he actually sped up the problem. Okay, well that's interesting, but that's not helpful, right?
What if they gave them? What if he gave them a mistaken list of the possible eye colors? Because then they wouldn't know what their eye color could be.
Well, yeah.
But they can still see other people's eye colors.
I know,
and
like,
their eye colors
if you see
are
100 people with blue eyes, then you know that
But let me ask you, if the foreigner said, hey, I lied, there's really nobody with blue eyes.
Well, yes, you do.
Yes, you have to be there. She has to be
What's up, please?
Well, it doesn't. Well,
There might be 99 blue eyes and you could have a green eye.
Well, then if there's 100 people
Like invisibility and you can agree.
But what if?
My question, but still. Oh, I'm sorry, I lied. Nobody had blue eyes.
Sorry, there's really nobody.
No, like he said, 100 out of 1,000.
And he says even if the pattern can't lie, he's the one who decided on the get rid of him. Yeah, get rid of him. Get away from the island.
Well, that wouldn't be the problem.
Yes, it would. Then he'd stop. Then he would have to live by our rules.
let's wrap this up. Okay. All right. So anyway, that is okay. So you have a couple things to think about at home. Okay. So you can think about how in the world this happens because he doesn't tell the Islanders anything they don't know. You can think about how.
Oh, he does. He tells one Islander something that that person didn't know.
Not in the case when there's more than one blue-eyed person.
Well, in the first scenario.
Yeah, yes, in the first
One
scenario,
person
that I
does learn
agree.
new information.
I agree, but in the general scenario, it's the foreigner's not telling anything that they don't know, and then I want you to think about what this foreigner can do to fix his problem. And by the door right there is a stack of papers, and there's a couple of other puzzles like this one for you to think about. And I hope you had fun. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, it was great. Thanks for